Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another break in the mall. We are starting a new mall. Now this will be done on the experimental branch, which a new update just came out for. So we're going to use that. It's supposed to fit some bugs and stuff. We're going to start with that tutorial because the bug with the black screen is fixed in this one, which is great. Stick with 200,000, normal research, fast builders, and rat infestations. So let's pause it. So one of the major new changes here is that research is no longer automatic. If you look here, you'll see you are not making any research projects at the moment. Build an office and hire office workers to get things rolling. So that's actually going to be the first thing we do is foundations. We're actually going to have it. We're not going to have it that big. We had to have offices, so that'll be enough room for like 4 offices. Yeah. So we want to get this started as soon as possible. Alright, let's go to our objects. We'll put our staff door right here. Office desk. Oh, I thought they were one by one. So we'll probably end up expanding that at one point. Manage. So if we go to... Oh yeah, sign. We got a new office here. Boom, boom, boom. And if we go to offices, hire office worker. Now, so let's look at something. So if we look at our research, we'll see it takes 24 man hours. So before it was just 24, now it's man hours. So if you have if I had 24 people in this office working, it'd take 1 hour to research this. So we're gonna hire 2 office workers, and we're gonna do shit twice as fast. Yeah. CS Beatty, we're gonna hire her, and what we're gonna have is her working from 0 to 15. We're gonna have them working 15 hours a day. We're gonna have them come in at 12 or 9 actually. We're gonna do 9 because we want them to work all day. And we do have the office work thing here. Stop it. And he's 9 and staying for 15 hours. So they get on one shift they get 30 hours of work done. Okay. So next we want to build a store, right? Foundations. Well, actually, we're going to build our roads first. So you see when I zoom out, I don't get that big black screen, which is great. And we're going to build. We want to build because we're going to want to connect to this road or this road. So we're probably going to build starting this way. I don't want to get out into here because that's what a mall is going to start. So what we're basically going to do, that's going to eventually be staff only parking. We'll go ahead and fast forward this. We're going to have our regular parking start here. And we're going to make lots of room for people. 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, bam. That's what we're going to start with. We'll let that little guy finish his work. We're going to be losing some money right at first like usual. But, you know, we need to lose money. We're actually going to go ahead and remove this. Well, no, we'll do the staff parking. We'll do custom parking first, and we'll do staff parking up there. We'll do it that way. Not staff, customer. There we go. And now we're just going to fill this up with customer parking, going like so. We are going to do some staff parking up here because we're going to have our first big store pretty much over here, and then our strip mall will eventually go over there. And our staff is going to park up here. And now we're going to remove this road work. And we're going to remove that too. And we're not going to have anything over there. Alright, so we can, well, we want to get the parking in first, and then we'll start building our first building again. It's going to be bigger than the one we started with last time. And that's one of the reasons I like doing it with that tutorial, is I can decide the size of that first store. Now we got him, here take away those, and then here start making our staff only parking. Alright, cool. And our staff, I don't know if they take that parking first or not. Foundations. So we're gonna make this about this big. Are we gonna make it this big? Yeah, because we're gonna have the door over in the top here. So we want there to be kind of like 2 over here, and we're gonna put the stock room. How do we want to do this? No, we want it all going towards this way. That way we can build out this way, right? So we want it to be an even 2. So if we look here, we got 18. And then we'll go for 19. And we're going to go over here. And we want this to be at least... Yeah, we'll go for that. It's going to be a big store. Then we want a little stock room over here. So if we do like this, we get us a stock room. We can go ahead and start placing doors and such. So the double door, where's the center point gonna be? Actually, we're gonna put a couple of double doors in here. So we went 2 from the side. Gonna do that again, and then roughly, I don't think we're gonna be able to get center. That's fine. We're just gonna have those 2 doors. Staff door, of course. We're actually gonna put 2 staff doors. One here, another one here. We need a delivery zone, which we're actually going to have over here. No, road. So we're going to run the road over here, and then as soon as they do, we get a delivery zone put in there. Until then, we want to put the cash checkout counters here. So they're going to be like this. Now we have plenty of checkout counters because we saw how much room we had last time. We're going to put them all in. We're going big. Go big or go home, right? Is that how? Yeah, we'll do it like that'll give them plenty of stock room. So we want there to be food shelves for sure. 2, 3, 4. Actually, we're gonna have the very end one be those, and these are gonna be food. You know, we want them impulse buys. Actually, all of these are gonna be. We'll do all of them, and because eventually these shelves are go out. So for right now, we're just gonna have them like over here, tucked into the wall. And then what we'll do is remove this, and we're gonna put the other staff door. Then we're gonna put a wall here. Why can't it do that? All right, remove it. Objects. Let's go to our staff door. We want a staff door right there. We want a chef right here. And then, is there a wall there? I think they did put a wall. Yeah, they did. Okay. No, they didn't. So we put a wall there. Boom, there we go. All right, that's how it's going to look. Now, we of course go to sign, make this whole thing the store, make this whole thing storage. Now all names are still up. And then we want to manage the store and assign this as storage. We also want to go ahead and get some deliveries in here. Roadwork. Want there to be a loading zone here. And then we want a garbage pickup here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so, and then with this being said, so we're going to have one soda aisle because we know people love sodas, right? So here's our soda aisle. Now this store is going to lose a ton of money at first, to be honest with you, but it'll pick up. And then we want to expand out. We expand out to the back, making sure we don't block off any of the query lines. Now we're not going to open all of these up, but judging by how popular this store was last time, you know, we're going to need these bigger lines for this store for sure. Did I hire anybody to do that? Yeah, okay, so you see it no longer automatically selects the next thing either. So we have to decide which way we want to go. We can go to a cold chain alcohol in nighttime hours, but the clothing supply is what we're going to do next. Because if you remember last time, the clothing supply made a ridiculous amount of money. So we got all of our beverages. Let's do food. So this is like one really big convenience store for right now. Because we don't know the needs of our customers yet. Oh yeah, we do. So we see, you know, like candies, cookies, snacks, all of it's on big demand. So all of that stuff, we're gonna go ahead now and put in here because we want people buying that and making us some moolah. We should pause it because we're losing money every day that we are here doing this, and this can take a while, especially when you get on fast food mode. All right, so we got that. So the last thing we're gonna put here is probably 2 coffee and teas and some sliced bread. Yeah, no, we'll do breakfast cereal actually. There we go. On these, we're gonna go for health and beauty. We're gonna go for, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, 2 diapers, 2 toilet papers, and 2 pads / tampons for the ladies. We want to attract the ladies. We don't necessarily want them to be, you know, those kind of ladies, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but we want to attract ladies. All right. So next, manage store from 6 until 1800, or from 6 to 06, which means if we do 8-hour days and we want 1 person per 8, 8, 16, we're gonna have 2 people. So we'll do 9-hour days. We'll do 2 9-hour shifts. So patient sociability, I like it. Patient sociability, I like it. And we want 2 of these guys, and we're worried about speed. Speed, oh god, he would have made a good cashier. We'll save him for later. She would have too. She's not going to be that fast, but we'll deal with it. So 9 hours. 06, 9 hours. And what's that going to take us to? 9 hours, 15. Another 9. So that's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 5 is that going to be 24 hours? Well, let's set it for now and see. So 5 and 9 should be 24 hours. So you can see the salary. Does that increase depending on time? I think it does. So maybe you do have to pay them overtime, which would be neat. I would love that feature added where if you went over the 8 hours a day, you had to pay, you know, time and a half or something. So just putting somebody on for a ridiculous amount of time would have consequences, you know? But anyways, 5 o'clock, 9 hours. Well, that's 3. That's 3. 1500 is 3. Why do I keep saying the same? Guys, sometimes I feel like an idiot. That's 7. Yeah, there we go. So we got our first business up and going. We got our research going. And now you guys know from the last one, we just have to wait to make profit. We are losing like $1,000 a day, but we don't even have this shit stocked yet. So we're going to make some money for people coming in. I'm wondering if we want to hire another stock. No, because one thing is, like at this point, once I get this shelf stocked, then it'll pretty much stay stocked. And there's not going to be that many people coming in. So, while it's not going to be a true test of what this store can do, it should, because there's not that many people coming in, allow them to stock. Now, why do they do... Oh, no, if they was coming in that... When did they come in that side? That's a staff door. Alright, so when the morning shift comes in, they'll keep stocking. We got the employee parking. We're not worried about them being super close, although we end up taking that one out. Actually, we're going to remove that road work because I just don't like it being there. Remove it. Alright, nobody parks there. Nobody parks there! Now, we're not producing resource at night on this one because, of course, our people work, you know, they're 15-hour days. We are going to be losing a massive... How much are we paying for that? It doesn't show. It should show in this one how much I'm paying for these people's salaries. This is going to be mall administration. Done. Mall administration. Store. I don't want to name it the same as last time, which was what Generals Express. We're gonna name it Jack of all products. Jack of all products. That's gonna be the name. You guys think of a better name? We'll use it. We do of course get our stuff that popped up down here. We missed 82. Damn. Well, that's because we were building a parking lot. That built over like 4 or 5 days. They've almost got the store stocked. Almost. Not quite. How did it do yesterday? Let's look at yesterday because I bet you it was abysmal. A negative 170%. Maybe we are going to take a bit of a loss because of our staff and all going to immediate days, but I'm planning on this panning out before then, or us getting clothing before then that we know will make us bunches of monies. We're also going to have to worry about the restroom. 100 customers on site. We're ways away from that, people, and 20 different items. How close are we to 20? We got half of it. We got half of the 20. I mean, we could get 20 for sure if we wanted to fill out them sales tomorrow, but we're not worried about that right now. 18 out of 100 customers, so we're not that popular. Alright, the store is finally fully stocked up, which is good. So we are doing the experimental branch. So I want to mention we'll probably have a lot of restarts of this series, due to just saves breaking. I don't plan on restarting if saves don't break. The reason I did this one is because of management. The research thing I think is a big thing. And it would have felt like cheating for me to start without it. Whoa. So we already have full checkout lines. We're already getting popular, so we need to hire 2 more cashiers. None of these people are really good at cashiering. He's good at building. He gets an okay cashiering, but he's gonna piss people off. Who don't we want? We're gonna hire her. We're gonna fire her. Alright, who else do we get? Him? Oh, he's a really good builder, cashier. We're gonna hire her, and then we're gonna fire her. Oh no, they're just coming back. Ah! Well, I guess he's staying because he's very pushy about it. And then 1,500 for 9 hours, right? Yep. Alright, so we missed a good many sales opportunities. We are coming up. We didn't do as bad. We actually had a profit margin, 14%. And we are getting more popular. We don't really need peak. 22 customers on site to peak to the day. Okay. I wish it would also show you how many total customers in a day that you get. That'd be nice. I mean, maybe this one would show you the peak parking usage, and this one would show you the total customers. The reason being is, you know, the peak parking usage is definitely going to be the total parking on site, right? So that would be nice. We're only going to keep 1 stock clerk each time. I don't see any need for more. We're trying to speed this up a little bit by just hammering away at this store, because we know the kind of jack of all trades store really does do well. And hopefully that will work out for us here. Once we get that clothing supplier up, we got 10,000. But we are at 98,000, so we really do need to start making some profit here quickly. Oh, okay, so we are definitely getting up on the old money meter. We can afford to take a loss for a little bit, but not for long. We definitely need to start making a profit before we hit. I would like to make a profit before I hit 50,000, to be honest with you guys. That would be really nice. Once we get where we can take out loans, we're going to try to build up our stores very quickly. Just in case an update breaks something, we will have, like completed something beforehand. Now we're going to generally build downwards for right now. The purpose being to build towards that. So all of this is going to be parking. We're just going to extend the parking down and then extend these down farther and farther. We'll probably put the restaurant like tucked over in here. Then we'll start our strip mall actually over here. Employee parking. Every once in a while we'll put some employee parking between the stores. Every once in a while. Not all the time. As long as I can expand the stores out this way, I think I'm good. For as far as not block off my expandability. So we're still losing money. A good chunk of it. Hourly sales. They do peak in the middle of the night. They kind of start out low. So once that hits up, and we can keep this peak going up, then we'll be good. And as long as we're getting net profit, then that'll keep building upon itself. But let's look at what today did. Because yesterday... So yeah, it looks like we're all going to be doing a little better today than yesterday, maybe. Depending. Because some more salaries are going to come out when it hits midnight. So 977. A little bit better. Not a whole lot. But a tiny bit better. We're at 56 hours on the clothing supplier. We're going to go ahead and build another bit of parking to accommodate that. Another bit of road. We're not going to build more parking, actually. We're just going to build out the road going down here. Because we don't need more parking right now. But we will need more road work. And then we'll have another delivery zone, trash pickup right here, too. To accommodate that store. We may end up running these behind the stores. Well, I don't know if we want it here, though. Because we're going to have the clothing supplier sharing its stock room with another store, right? So I don't know if we actually want it here. Well, let's just hope this starts making some money. There's also the fact that if we build another store and it doesn't turn a profit quick, we could actually go broke. Seriously, we could go broke. A definite possibility. Which means that a small start may actually just be way better in this one. Making a little bitty store that can turn some kind of net profit, and then waiting till you research some of the other more profitable stores, and then building that as your first big store may be a strategy here. I'm not sure. We'll see. If I go broke, then I'll probably try that next time. Now, this doesn't start going into like massive loss, really, until we hit later in the day when those peak customers. Like, this dip right here hurts us a lot. Because you see, we're picking up really quick now. But this dip right here is what really hurt our sales last time. I think. We'll actually keep that up because I want to see it. I mean, we got plenty of products. Let's look at needs. So, candies. Yeah, we're meeting the supply and demand there. There. Coffees and teas. We only got like one of those, don't we? How many coffees and teas do we have? Let's look, because if we look at products, we can look and go, we have 2 coffees and teas. And we only need 4, so we could definitely, let's do this. Where's our coffees and teas? Breakfast cereal. See, it doesn't show me which one is coffees and teas. Can we tell? Does that look like coffees and teas to you? No, we have 3 of them. How many? We only have 2. That is the timer, so one of these is coffees and teas, but it doesn't show you which one is actually coffees and teas. Which sucks for me. I don't like that. Alright, but how do we do today? Let's see. Before we go, 25% profit margin. We end up with only $3.95 in the negative, so it is getting better. We see hunger being a thing, so the next thing we're resource after clothing supplier is definitely a restaurant to put in. Like I said, the restaurant will go partly over in here. And we will see you guys next time for the experimental branch. See if we can make this successful. Our profit margin doubled that day. So definitely, I think we're not going to have to restart. I believe this is going to be profitable. But we will see you guys next time. Deuces. Oh, and remember, the names for the store are still open, so put your names in the comments, and we'll see which name I like best, and we'll go with it. Deuces.